Hello everyone, it's Friday Favorites, and I am your host, Corine Sandifer, here on Rising Stories Podcast. I am so glad you are here joining me for this fun time where I share all of my favorites that I am absolutely loving this week. I want to share a little announcement with you all today before we begin, and that is that I'm looking for a co-host for Friday Favorites. So if you are interested, all you have to do is go to my Instagram account and make a short video of yourself sharing maybe one or two of your Friday favorites or one of your favorite things, and send it to me at Corine Sandifer. You can direct message me. If you would like to email some information to me as well, you can do that at info@corinesandifer.com. And now let's get started with our Friday favorites. So the first thing that I'm absolutely loving this week is the Walmart pickup service. A few weeks ago, I decided not to do the Walmart pickup service, and I ended up spending about $50 more. And, you know, it's not that I don't love going to the grocery store. I do love going there. I mean, I don't love it, but I like it. It's fine. I don't have kids, little kids, so I don't have to unbuckle and buckle them back up. So it's not that much of an effort, and I live very close to several grocery stores. So it isn't a problem. It's not out of my way, but I did notice that I was spending a whole lot of time, not just shopping for the things that I needed, but shopping and unloading. And if I could just eliminate that 1 hour or 30 minutes or 40 minutes, however long it took for me to pick out my groceries, that was an hour I could just be doing something else. So it's a great service, and I put it into a true test because the week that I didn't do the Walmart pickup, I spent $50 extra. And I know that because I had the things in my cart and I knew how much I was going to spend at Walmart, and I ended up spending about $50 more. And Walmart is so good at, it's a free service, and so you just order online, but they're so good at giving you replacements for whatever you didn't get. Like they may do, like, if they can't find like a block of cheese, like an 8 ounce, they'll go ahead and give you the 16 ounce for the same price as the 8 ounce. So there are perks. I know a girlfriend of mine, she ended up getting a free bottle of wine. I don't know. They just put it in her order. I guess someone didn't get their wine, but I just thought that was kind of cool. That she got a free bottle of wine, and they don't really want you to return it because that's going to be a whole lot more effort on their part. And I mean, unless you're there and you see it and you're like, oh, this isn't mine. But I thought that was pretty cool. The other thing is that they'll do upgrades or replacements. For example, my next favorite thing that I'm loving is my disposable gloves. So I know this is kind of funny, but I buy disposable gloves to keep on hand for when I am either like doing some yard work or cutting up chicken, or I'm, painting something, spray painting, or I'm refinishing something, or just some dirty job that I don't want to get my hands, messed up. Maybe I'm gluing something. I'm always doing something crafty, not crafty, but just replacing something or redoing something. And so I use those gloves, and normally in the kitchen I use them for when I am cutting up jalapenos, because I wear contacts, and so if sometimes I'll be cutting up a jalapeno and it will get on my fingertips, and then at night I take my contacts out, it gets on my contacts, it gets in my eye, I have to wash out my eye, it just burns and uncomfortable. The next day even, my contacts will have a residue, and it'll still be hot, it'll still be like burning my eyes because it's the oils from the jalapeno are still on the contacts. So from the night before. So I try to use those gloves when I am chopping up jalapenos. So that is a great find. And I will say that Walmart for the win. I had ordered just a small package of the gloves. I ordered, I think it was 20 in a package, and they normally sell for like $1.79 for 20, which is a great deal. Well, they were out of the package of 20, so they gave me a package of 100. So I am set. So if anybody needs any gloves, call me, as I have them. I also recommend you carrying them in your first aid kit. I have a first aid kit in my car that I keep in there, and it's good to have gloves in there too, just in case you're having to bandage someone up that has blood. You don't want to get it on your fingers, any kind of germs, any kind of things that you're doing that need gloves. If you're doing CPR, or you're gonna help someone do something, it's always good to have some gloves. Safety. I learned it in the CPR class. They said to carry them, so now I have them in my car. The next thing that I am loving is, I'm still obsessed with YouTube. So I am loving Rachel Talbott's YouTube videos. She has the most calming and very resourceful content for your home. Just all kinds of really neat things on cleaning, on what to do for like fall cleaning, sort of like a spring cleaning, what she does in the fall. She has a beautiful home, beautiful children, and a really amazing garden, and a property with horses. So she has some really neat things that she shows every week or every other week when she puts out a video. And I just love watching her. I've been binge watching that. And like I said, I'm binge watching more YouTube videos than I am Netflix right now. So I'm replacing my YouTube videos with my Netflix. And so that's what I'm doing. And I love watching Rachel Talbott, and that's the name of her channel. As far as podcasts go, I think I've already mentioned this. It might be a duplicate Friday favorite, but Off Camera with Sam Jones. Sam Jones, I believe, used to be he used to be a photographer, and now he is he may still be a photographer, but he does podcasting. So he has Sam Jones, Off Camera with Sam Jones, and he interviews some great actors and actresses, and I just love listening to them. He really kind of gets in deep with them, and inevitably something amazing is, I don't want to say revealed, but shared, some great stories, and it kind of has a life of its own, and what I wish my podcast does, and I hope that it does. Sometimes we go into some deep conversations that we weren't planning on, and so that's what happens on his show, Off Camera with Sam Jones. The next thing that I'm loving is my Gmail account is doing this new thing. It's like bringing up emails that have been dormant, I want to say, for a while. For example, if I send an email and I don't get a response, it pops back up, which I love that. I love this service because, I'm not relying on my memory to go, oh yeah, I emailed her and she never emailed me back. It will pop up if there's not a response. I love that. And I also, if I open an email and I don't respond to that email, it will pop it back up and put it in the forefront, the front of my list, and it'll say, needs a reply or something. And it's my cue to go, oh yeah, I was going to email them back, and I never did. So I love that service with my Gmail. That I am just loving that. It's so helpful. The next thing that I am absolutely loving is from Trader Joe's. And if you saw my Instagram stories last week or this past I believe it was Wednesday, I was at Trader Joe's. I'll try to put it in my one of my highlights in my Instagram so you could kind of watch. But I talked about some of the things that I bought at Trader Joe's. I was in the Trader Joe's parking lot and shared a little bit about some of the things that I purchased there. And you should watch it. Just watch those Instagram stories. But the thing I'm loving from Trader Joe's is a tiny ice cream cone, and they're called Hold the Cone. And they come in chocolate, they come in vanilla, and they also come in some type of like a pumpkin ginger maybe, or gingerbread type. I think it's seasonal. So it's kind of a fall, autumn type product that Trader Joe's has. You know how they always have something for the season. But it's called Hold the Cone, and it's about like 80 or 90 calories, like 3 points on Weight Watchers. So it's just enough ice cream to fill my sweet tooth whenever I want it. I mean, it's really tiny. I had one last night. My son somehow figured out that they were in the freezer. I have no idea how he did that, but he figured out they were in there. And of course, he opens it up and takes like 5 cones or something. And there's only like maybe 6 or 7 cones in there. So they're probably all gone by now. But that's what I love to get. And it's called Hold the Cone. I think next time I'll buy him regular ones. And then I'll tell him these are for me. Because I don't want to get a big cone. And I do love like those Nutty Buddy bars or Nutty Buddy cones. But this is just enough to fill that sweet tooth for me. The next thing I'm loving is what I bought from Amazon. And I am going to definitely link that in the show notes because I think everybody should get these. They are just amazing. It's an amazing product. I bought the large bag of them. And what it is they are air purifying bags. And there's some type of like bamboo and charcoal bags. I don't know what's inside, but I think they are amazing. I bought the large bag, and it has one large little sack. They come in like these little satchel sacks, if that makes sense. And what it is they have they're air purifiers, and so you can throw them. I put them in our closets because we all exercise. My son's a runner. My husband's a runner. I do exercise, and just when you put your tennis shoes away, it just can, if your closet's closed up, it can really like stink up your closet. So these air purifiers, this package that I bought had 2 little inserts for your shoes. And it's amazing. Like, so when I'm at the gym and I take my shoes off after working out, I can put them in there. I keep those little things with my tennis shoes and stick them in my tennis shoes when I'm done. And it just doesn't smell my bag up. And it's great. So, highly recommend, and they're called California Home Goods Air Purifying Bags. And like I said, I bought the package. I am going to do an Instagram story on them because I was so excited to get them. And I feel like it was a good deal, but my closets, it's a great place, and I had more bags than I thought I needed, so I was just the other day thinking, where am I going to put that 4th bag? And I just realized I can put it in my car because inevitably, sometimes I'll leave an apple or something and it kind of smells up my car sometimes, or we spill something, a soda or whatever. So it's kind of nice to have that air purifier in there. I have been using my little clip that I shared earlier about, I put some oils, essential oils, on a wooden clothespin and stick that on my vent in my car. And my friend Beth showed that to me, and I've been using that, but I think I'm going to stick that air purifying bag in my car and be done with it. I just want a, good smelling car, or not a stinky car. So that's what those are for. And I hear that when they stop working, you just take them out, shake them out in the sun, in the fresh air, put them in the sunshine for a little bit, and they repurpose themselves. They energize themselves, or I don't know. But they come to life again and are useful again. So I'm going to try that. So the last thing I'm loving is I'm loving my apples. I carry an apple around when I can. I forgot mine this morning. I just went to the grocery store to pick up an apple to have with me for my snack. So whenever I get hungry, I have an apple. I also am loving snap peas. You can buy a bag at the grocery store and I kind of separate mine into little baggies, and they're just yummy. And just as a quick snack. And I hadn't planned this, but since it was in my Instagram story the other day when I was at Trader Joe's and we were talking about Trader Joe's, I want to share also that I am loving these. They're called manzanilla olives, and they are from Spain. They are delicious, and they come in a little bag. It's a little expensive, but you get a lot of olives, and they're from Spain, so it's like 99 cents for the bag. I mean, you're going to pay that for a candy bar, so why not get a little snack, a little salty snack? I'm more of a salty girl than I am a sweet girl, so I like my salty stuff, and I will have that as an afternoon snack, and it's like 25 calories, which I love that. Stays within my calorie diet plan, if you want to call it a plan. I just try to not eat very many calories. And I love it. It's filling, and they are just perfectly salted and really, really tasty. So that is all of my favorite things that I'm loving, and I hope that you have enjoyed hearing all of my fun things. And don't forget, if you are thinking about doing a show with me, please enter and please audition. Send me a little audition tape, a little audition video on Instagram, and you can find me at Corine Sandifer. Don't forget, next week I plan to have Jessica Turner on the show, so that will release next Thursday, and then the following will be another Friday favorite. So don't miss out. Make sure you are subscribed so you get it directly into your inbox, and you don't have to worry, and you can just click and listen to the podcast. Also, if you are on YouTube, don't miss that Rising Stories is on YouTube as well. And I would love for you to follow and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's basically all of the podcasts, audio only, and you're just going to love it. And we're also on Spotify and Stitcher, the Stitcher app. Thanks so much for listening, and keep rising in your story.